Have you ever heard of the lost fruit of the Incas? Well, today we're talking about the golden berry, a tiny, vibrant fruit with a seriously big story. We're gonna follow its incredible journey all the way from the high-altitude farms of the Andes to becoming that soft, chewy, and super nutritious snack that you're seeing everywhere now. So let's dive in. So first things first, what does it actually taste like? It's got this amazing complex flavor that's kind of hard to pin down. It's a little sweet, a little sour. Some people say it reminds them of mango, others get pineapple or even strawberry. It's that really unique profile that has food lovers all over the world totally hooked.
But, it's so much more than just a tasty snack. It's earned that superfruit title for a very good reason. I mean, it is loaded with antioxidants, vitamins, and it even has anti-inflammatory properties. And get this, it has an incredibly low glycemic index of just 15, which makes it a fantastic choice if you're keeping an eye on blood sugar. These benefits are a huge part of why it's so popular today.
Okay, so how exactly does it get from a remote mountain peak all the way into your pantry? Well, we're gonna follow the whole process. We'll start with the fruit itself, then journey to the Andes to see how it's grown, and then we'll step right inside the factory to watch its amazing transformation.
First up, what's in a name? As it turns out, a whole lot of history. To really get the story of the golden berry, you gotta know what people call it around the world.
What's so cool here is how these names basically map out its travels. In its homeland of Peru, it's aguaymanto. Head over to Colombia and they call it uchuva. It became the Cape gooseberry after it was introduced to South Africa. And my favorite, the French call it amour en cage, which means love in a cage. A beautiful description for how the fruit is cradled inside its husk. It's like a passport of names.
All right, so all those names trace back to one single place. Let's head to its origin story, high up in the mountains of South America, to see where this all begins. The story of the golden berry starts right here, nestled in these inter-Andean valleys. For centuries, local communities have been cultivating this fruit. It just thrives in the unique climate and rich soil you can only find at these super high altitudes.
Now, growing these berries is not as simple as just planting a seed and walking away. The plant itself has really soft stems, so farmers have to build these pretty intricate support systems using stakes and wires. This keeps the branches from snapping under the weight of the fruit, and, most importantly, it stops those precious berries from ever touching the ground where they could rot or get eaten by pests.
And this is where nature gets really clever. Each and every berry grows inside this delicate, papery lantern called a calyx. This husk is basically its own personal, all-natural packaging. It shields the fruit from insects, from rain, from the sun, just protecting it perfectly while it ripens. It's pretty ingenious.
But even with that amazing natural protection, getting the berry off the plant is a super delicate process. This is where the commitment to quality becomes crystal clear, because there are absolutely no machines involved here. It's all about quality over speed. As you can see, the entire harvest is done by hand. It's a slow, really meticulous job. Workers have to judge the ripeness of each individual berry just by the color of its husk. Then they carefully snip it from the stem with little scissors to avoid any bruising. And because they don't all ripen at once, it's a continuous process. They have to keep going back through the fields, picking only the perfect ones. Okay, so once those perfect berries are picked, the clock really starts ticking. They're rushed over to nearby processing facilities to lock in all that freshness before the real transformation can begin. The second they arrive at the factory, a really strict quality control process kicks in. After they're dehusked and washed, every single berry is inspected by hand. Workers are looking for that perfect mix of size, a deep orange color, and just the right firmness. Anything that doesn't meet the standard is sorted out. Only the absolute best of the best make it to the next stage.
So here's the million-dollar question. How do you get that perfectly soft, chewy texture? Well, this next step is where the magic and a good bit of science really happens. This is the secret right here. It's called soft drying. So unlike other methods that try to suck all the water out, soft drying is a very carefully controlled dehydration process. The goal isn't to make the fruit hard or crispy, but to gently lower the water content just enough to leave it perfectly plump and chewy. If you look at this comparison, you can see the trade-offs, right? Freeze drying is amazing for keeping nutrients, but it gives you a light, crisp texture. High temp drying is fast, but it can make the fruit brittle, and you lose more of the good stuff. Soft drying, though, it hits that perfect sweet spot. You get that wonderful chewy texture while still holding on to a lot of the berry's natural nutrients.
And the key to all of this is precision. The entire process is engineered to hit this exact target for moisture content, somewhere between 13 and 20%. If it's any higher, it's too soft. Any lower, and it gets hard and brittle. This right here is the magic number that locks in that perfect, satisfying chew.
And they get to that magic number by using modern dryers at a pretty low temperature, between 50 and 70 degrees Celsius. This gentle heat is just enough to remove the water without actually cooking the fruit. And that is absolutely essential for preserving its complex, tangy sweet flavor and all those valuable, healthy compounds.
All right, the berry has been dried to perfection. Now it's time for the final leg of its journey, getting it ready to meet snack lovers all around the globe.
And this is it. This is the final result. After all that careful, dedicated work, from the hand-picking in the Andes to the super precise drying in the factory, you get this, a vibrant, plump, and delicious-looking snack. It's so much more than just dried fruit. It's the beautiful end of an incredible journey.
You know, a huge part of their appeal is just how versatile they are. You can eat them straight from the bag like raisins, toss them into a trail mix or granola, sprinkle them on a salad for a little tangy surprise, or even bake with them. They work great in both sweet and savory dishes.